Good morning, good morning. I'm back. It's Thursday morning for me, which means it will be Friday morning for you. So I'm trying to catch up on videos because I've had a cold. No, I'm not too bad at the moment. Tuesday and Wednesday was not good. Tuesday, Wednesday, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just a little bit bunged up, so I apologise. I'll try not to cough. If I do, I'll try and mute. I'll try and mute myself. But hopefully I'll be okay. So, I wanted to try some new stuff, and we've got one. I think this was a recommendation. Oh God, I've not noted it, have I? I think it was Baz. Good old Baz coming in with some different things. It was Baz Keen. This is Luca Stricagnoli. Stricagnoli? God, it's a bit of a mouthful for this time in the morning. And he's doing a cover of the GORILLAZ track Clint, Eastwood, which I haven't heard for quite a long time actually, and I don't mind it. I like it. I'm not a big fan of like rap style, but this one is actually pretty good. So I'm interested to see what he does, and I'm also a bit taken aback by the fact that I can see a triple neck guitar on screen, which I didn't know they did triple neck guitars. I know they do double neck, but I've never seen anybody play a triple neck. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. I've reacted to one of Marcin's tracks, and I want to do more of him, but this is going to be interesting to see how this guy performs, and I'm assuming it's going to be a similar style, that he's going to be slapping that guitar as well and tapping it and stuff just to create, other sounds. So it'll be interesting to see. So let's switch the screen. And let's just give it a go. Here we go. Don't know what to expect, but it should be good. Ooh. Oh, I like it. I don't know what to say about that. That was I don't know what that sounded like to me. At one point it almost sounded like a vibraphone. But that was I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that again. That was mad. That was, yeah, okay. Let's just come back a bit. Oh, sorry about that, but I want to listen to that a little bit again, because it almost sounded a bit for a minute like a vibraphone, and then it kind of, I don't know what, I don't know. It's good. That bit. I love it. I can't. Sorry, I've stopped again. But how can you? I mean, I have enough trouble just trying to play one instrument, one guitar with one neck, and trying to actually get my fingers in the right place and think about what this hand's doing compared to what this hand's doing, and try and coordinate that. But now this sounds like you've got like 3 or 4 people playing, and he's just doing all of that in one go. It just floors me that people are so talented that they can just bloody do this. This is crazy. Anyway, sorry, I'll shut up now and I'll try not to stop the video again. Coordination, it's crazy. got that beat going as well. And he's just doing that with his thumb, isn't he? Time perfectly. Impressive. Awesome. Very impressed. Oh, okay. So this was during COVID lockdowns. That was awesome. Yeah, it just fascinates me that that's a hell of a lot of work, because he's obviously had to go in and listen to that track and arrange it and think how he can produce that on that guitar and what parts he can do with what sounds. And then just to remember to keep the beat going, to play it's beyond me. It's beyond me. It's always so impressive. I'm going to dig my ukulele out of the loft, out of the attic, and I've got to give it a go. I keep meaning to, and it just doesn't. There's lots of stuff I mean to do, and it just doesn't happen. But that was super impressive. Thank you, Baz, for that recommendation. I definitely want to have a listen to a few more of his going forward. I've got quite a few new ones coming up, so I've got to try and fit everybody in, and I still want to keep going with others. It just means I think going forward you might find there's a bit more of a delay, so it might not be on a weekly basis, some of the ones I've been covering. It might be a fortnightly basis, so that I can slot in some other newbies, because I'd like to just expand the range that we're listening to. So please, let me have some more suggestions of other artists, even if we're looking at. See, I'd love to cover some of the groups that I love, but whose catalogue I haven't really heard a lot of, and I've only heard the kind of big ones. I'm just trying to think of an example, but if it was, say, Queen, there probably are a few that I haven't heard of Queen, but probably not many. So it's not a great example, but, some well-known band, that rock band or whatever, going back to the 70s, 80s. But it's got to be more obscure titles, because I will have heard a lot of the more well-known stuff. But yeah, I'd love to revisit some of those. I might have to have a little trawl through some of the and hope that I don't get copyright struck. So I might have to be doing a little bit of fading out the video a bit more, or putting an overlay on it as well, just to try and help, because people are covering bands, so we should be able to get away with it. But yeah, I might have to do a little trawl through. So if there's any artists that you've got from way back when, but it needs to be something a bit obscure, but and not a well-known track, because I will have heard it and I don't want to react to. I can't do a genuine reaction if I've already heard it. But any other bands, up and coming bands, it's just like my love belongs to the 80s. Growing up in the 80s as a teenager, I think I was saying to my husband John last night actually that we were watching Cobra Kai. We've been getting into Cobra Kai, and I think we're on season 4 now, so we're nearly at the up to date with it. And it's just the soundtrack to that whole show. Obviously, they've just carried on from the original, from the Karate Kid, and they've just kept that soundtrack going, and it is just 80s, and it is just every time I watch the show, it's just my childhood coming back to me, my teenagers coming back to me. And I said we were so lucky, and we didn't realise how lucky we were to live when we did, to have the music that we did. And I know a lot of eras, a lot of people say, oh, their era was the best, but I think music-wise, I don't think anything since the 80s and maybe a bit of the 90s, I don't think anything has improved significantly. I don't think there's ever been anything as fantastic, as great as that era for rock music, and well, a few different genres. But don't hate me in the comments. You may not agree, but for me, some of the 70s and for me it is the 80s, because that is the era I grew up, and that is what I find awesome time to be alive. And I wish I could go back in some respects. There's a lot I'd miss, but there's also a hell of a lot I wouldn't miss. This would be one thing I'd miss, is being able to reach out and communicate with people all over the globe. That would be a shame. I mean, there's been a lot of bad stuff that the internet's brought us, but there's also a lot of good stuff, and a lot of good stuff is being able to communicate with other people. A lot is being able to stop anybody stifling free speech to a certain extent. I mean, it's still they're trying, but there's ways around it, and you get news out that you wouldn't hear about necessarily. So that's a good thing. I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff about it, but there are a few good, and I would miss that if I went back to the 80s and I didn't have that anymore. I'd miss central heating as well, I have to say. Going to bed with a hot water bottle and the lovely nylon sheets that we had to try and keep warm. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. The other thing I was going to say, I had the poll results, which is encouraging, that I got quite a few of you responding to that, saying, would you be interested in me doing a live? And it wouldn't be every week. It might be once a month. It might be twice a month, but not too often. So I thought I might do a live show next week, next Wednesday. I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It'll probably be around, looking at when you guys are most active, and when I can fit it in around getting dinner done and stuff like that. So I thought maybe about 7 o'clock UK time might hopefully hit the best area for most of you tuning in. We'll see. So that's the plan, is next Wednesday at 7. Maybe doing a live one in the run up to Halloween. We could do some Halloween numbers. I've got 7 Halloween tracks planned. I haven't recorded them yet, but I've got them planned for next Friday onwards. But we could do a few on Wednesday, which could be fun. And we've got a few things planned coming up, which will be kind of cool. So yeah, I might do that next week. We'll see how long we run. It'll be an hour, maybe 2 tops. But we'll see how we get on. But that's the thinking anyway. If you've watched this far, then let me know your thoughts. And hopefully Wednesday's not a bad day. I just thought chuck it in the middle of the week and we'll see how we go. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you in the next one. I will leave links and descriptions to Luca's channel and this song in the comments below, in the description below. Please go and check out the original video and give it a like, and give him, if not a sub, then just give him a like. That would be kind. It will help him out. And if you like this, give me a like. That would be very appreciated. And I will see you on the next one. See you tomorrow. I've got to go and record it now. Now I'm not streaming a cold and hacking and coughing everywhere. We're doing all right. We'll get back to getting some of these videos sorted. Anyway, folks, have a good day. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And I will see you. Get that screen ready. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.